Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Art is my focus and today I'm doing a mini sketchbook tour. This is an A6 Talens art creation sketchbook, as you can see on the back. This is a sticker I made of Pom from Sanrio, and then on the front I did a little bento box, matcha and also a little duck. I really like how they turned out. Sadly on the side I put Posca and I wrote sketchbook number 15 because it's my 15th sketchbook, but it sadly rubbed off, which is annoying, but it's fine. Let's get into it. I'm just going to put a little rock, which I made, on the back so that you guys can see. So I started the sketchbook on the 21st of January 2026, which is this year, to the 15th of this month, the 15th of July 2026. These are just some watercolour half pans which I got, and so yeah, I just stuck them in. I got a black, crimson and I think a yellow ochre. So yeah, it's my 15th sketchbook. I just did this random sketch. The sketchbook, I just do a lot of doodles, like a daily doodle journal sort of thing, and I take it out and about sometimes as well. So yeah, it's a very low pressure sketchbook. Some sketches are better than others, but yeah, I try not to make every spread look awesome. I try to just leave some of them to be low pressure. Here I just did some pencil sketches of a starfish and some fish as well. And then I also drew a jellyfish, but I do not know how to pronounce this. This is the type of jellyfish it is, I think. And then I did this thing where I got a acrylic marker and I would just like put it on the page, the shape of the sea creature, and then I would come in with pen and go over. So yeah, this is a manta ray, I think, and then a fish, just a random fish. So yeah, I tried to do a shark. I think I made his head a bit small, and then some random fish. Here I did a bird in watercolour. I really like how he turned out. He looks really cool. Then I tried to do a seagull in gouache, but sadly I wasn't too experienced with gouache back then, but I think I got in a bit better now. Here I did Baymax from Big Hero 6. I just did a little line drawing of him, and here I did a little watercolour sketch of him. I really like how this one turned out. Here are some doodles with crayons. Crayola crayons, and so I did like a carrot, some strawberries and some other random doodles of things. As you can see, the drawing from the other side has come through. So yeah, just a random sketch of a girl and then a cat, 2 cats. Then I just did some like a pepper, I think a wine glass, and then a knife and fork. I really like this colour. I probably should have gone over with the acrylic marker another time because it looks really patchy, but it's a nice colour. And the coffee machine and some random things. So yeah, this I just did some random roses, and I also did some bear sketches. As you can see, I love bears. I really like these plants. I got into a phase of drawing loads of plants. I really like how minimal it looks, and I really love the colour combination. I tried to draw a frog. I'm really bad at drawing frogs, but I love them. Here's a little cat that I tried to draw. And then a toad, yeah. Toads and frogs, not good at drawing them, but he's kind of cute. And I keep using the same colour combination for a while, because whenever I get bored I just take out the sketchbook and start sketching. I really like it. It was very low pressure. Instead of like taking out my A4, A5 sketchbook, I just take this one out, which is nice. A random bookshelf with like some plants and books and things. I just did some panels and then I drew a duck, a bear and some other different things. Here I tried to draw a phone and then like different things which were on my desk at the time, like my sketchbook and some pencils and pens. And then spring really came, and so I was drawing some daffodils and also some trees. I really like the bright colours on this, they look really nice. And then I also drew some random people here. Another lonely daffodil. I really love this colour, it's lovely. And then a random person and a sofa. And then this was my watercolour set. It doesn't look anything like it. It looks really chunky. I don't know why I did it like that, but yeah, I just was painting what I did. And then some trees that I saw. That was nice. Then I also drew like this river with with a waterfall, and then this cat which looks annoyed. I just had some leftover paint from my paintbrush, so I just like went over and yeah, just some gouache paint. I drew a duck with acrylic markers and some strawberries with acrylic markers. And then some more trees. Trees I'm really bad at drawing, so yeah, trying to get better at that. I think they look too blocky. I need to make them look more airy. Maybe if I make the sky more apparent. And these were some tree studies. This is some trees didn't have their leaves on yet, so I just got out a random marker and went and drew those. This is a rubbish page. It looks weird. Anyway, moving on. This is a painting I saw somewhere and I thought I'd draw that, and then a random girl with watercolour. This is the time where I went through a transitional stage of my art style from when I tried to make it more my own. I said a bit more in depth with another sketchbook tour that I did recently about how I used to draw more anime. This still looks anime, but the noses and other things I'm trying to change and make it look more my own, and that if I wanted to change it in any way I can. But there's a lot of influence from anime though, for definite. And then here are some clocks and a milk jug or something like that. I should have probably filled this page up a bit more, but I didn't. And then I got this new watercolour paint. I got like a tube of it. I have it here. Phthalo blue. And yeah, so I got it because I ran out of blue in my £12 watercolour Faber-Castell set. So yeah, I used it. I just wanted to just basically swatch the colour, but I thought make it a bit more interesting, make it in like a teapot shape. Then I tried to do this challenge for like 7 days of just drawing in the sketchbook. I only did 2 days, you'll see in the next page. That was the last day I did. And then a lovely sunset. I really like this sunflower that I drew. I really like that the fine liner that I used was pink. I really like that spot of colour. And then a random pizza. Looks, I don't know, I don't like it. I just can't explain why, I just don't. Back to the phase of trying to do like this green and pink colour scheme, except I chose a darker pink this time. And then a coffee cup, and then a vase with flowers in it, and then some cute little cats. So yeah, I tried to draw cats. I do not like how they turned out. And then a person. I drew a T-Rex and also a Triceratops. I prefer the T-Rex. Triceratops isn't too bad. So yeah, on this page I drew a tulip. It doesn't really look like a tulip, but I think it's meant to be. And then I think these are meant to be bluebells. And then another tree. By accidentally, so this page is really thick because I was painting with gouache. I was only just messing about with just like paint splodges. I wasn't actually painting anything in particular. But then I by accidentally closed the book and I went off, and then when I came back, I tried to open up the page and it was stuck. I tried so hard to get it open, but it was going to rip and ruin this page and then the page behind, which I hadn't even used yet. And so I just decided to leave it like that, and I just glued it. Yeah. I do not like this, so I just stuck some random stickers. But I think this is a lot better, this cat is. This one was with reference and this one wasn't, so you can see the difference. I was really proud of this at the time, but it's not too bad. And then just some random cats. I tried to draw a car. Apparently they're really hard to draw, and they are. I can't really draw them. And then I love using crayons to draw, so yeah, I did a crayon sketch. Some more crayon sketches. They're really cute. And then I got a string of hearts, and so yeah, this is just a sketch of him. And then another person and some flowers. This is gouache. And then just some random sketches. Don't like this page, the spread really. This is like a little tree that I saw. And then I saw some daisies and I thought I'll just put a head on one of them. Don't know. It reminds me a bit of like Alice in Wonderland or something like that. just some pen sketches with like a thick pen. I have it here actually, I'll show you. It is the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen. Yeah, in the size B. And then I also did another car. The perspective isn't right here. I think it's meant to more go like, you're meant to probably see more of this and not so much of the boot of the car, the trunk of the car. Yeah. And then just some random sketches of people and some rocks I saw, and then like this surfer dude. And then this was meant to be like the sun shining down on like the sea and some hills, which was really nice. I'm really proud of this. I still am now, but I really like it. It's I think it's a rhinoceros, a rhino. I just did it with some gouache. I just did it low pressure. And then some random plants. And then I also did this. I was like a mermaid for my head. And then I used markers on the other side, so bleed through. So here they are. They look okay, actually. It's this plant in the background here, is this one here. And then this was my spider plant. Some random things. And then a random girl. And then I had a really lovely matcha, and so I drew that. And then some tomatoes. I really love tomatoes. And then I got a fountain pen. I got this Lamy Safari fountain pen. Came with blue ink, and so a blue ink cartridge, and so I did this here. But now I've gone to black because the blue ran out. And then I did some more, and I wrote here the Lamy Safari. And then a person. I tried to draw a person on this small sketchbook. I saw a statue, so I drew him, and then with the fountain pen, and then later on I came in with watercolour. And then a swan. Oh, I love swans, they're so pretty. And so I came back to this page ages after I did just the fountain pen sketch, and then with watercolour just made it look a bit better. Some more birds. And some more birds again. And then a parrot. I really like the colours. Another painting that I saw, and so I just did my own version of it. I got this chunky Posca and just like went over. I really like this Posca. I should use it more often. I think the problem with it is it's black, and so I just don't always want to use like a chunky black in my sketchbooks, especially this size sketchbook, but I really like it. And then I was doing a painting. It was a horse painting. I did a short form video of me doing that. So yeah, these were the colours that I used, some of them at least. And then this was a bird. I think it was a raven. I really love those birds. They're just so beautiful. And then there was bleed through, so I just got my Lamy and just like went over. Then an island which was in the sea, and I just thought it looked really cool, so I sketched that out with watercolour. Oh, and then it looks a bit like a loaf of bread, but it's a bunny, and then a cat. And then a paintbrush. Some more Monstera leaves. And then this was one line. I think this one I wasn't looking at the page. And then this was one line, and yeah, this just looks crazy. Oh, and then this was my string of hearts again, but it's not as big as this yet, but yeah, that's what I did. And then I got this, it wasn't this exact one, it ran out sadly, but I have the other one. It's a mild liner, but it was in neon yellow, or the yellow colour that they have. And so yeah, I just sketched out with it first with, I think, the fine tip here. I've had them for years, so it's about time that they run out. Sketched out with that, and then went over with crayons later on. So yeah, just a raccoon and a pigeon. Then here was a pheasant. I think the watercolour was not dry, and when I went over with the Lamy Safari, it just like made it bleed. So yeah, that's why it looks a bit weird. I thought these foxes look really cute, so I drew them. And then I just did this random sketch of a sunflower and then some cats with neon. I think I was watching Monkey Muntaka. I will link her down below. April, she is, and she uses a lot of neon colours, and it made me get to an obsession like her of neon, but not as much as her in any respect. But yeah, I just started using a lot of neon around this time because of her, and so yeah, that's why you'll see a lot of neon for a while. And then I drew I think it's either a butterfly or a moth, and then some random plants that I actually have. Just like did loads of pen swatching to see what pens I should take out with me, and then I just did this weird drawing. And then here I just did like a sheep in like a field, and then these are more like warm-up watercolour paintings, but yeah. And then I did some rocks with like this river. Oh, and then some pen sketches of ducks, which is cute. And then this, I think this one looks a lot better than, say, this one before. But still, it's not that good. I think I can do better. And then with more crayons, I did a ramen bowl again. I love ramen, and so yeah, I draw it a lot. And then more monstera leaves as well. And then a teddy bear and a random sketch. Reminds me of the page that I showed. This reminds me of this page. Don't know why, it just does. I think it's because it's a flower and it looks really like a doodle of a flower. Yeah, not a very good drawing. And then here was like this, it looks very Italian, nice food of like mozzarella, bread, basil leaves and tomatoes on this nice blue plate. Yeah, I just did this with watercolour, a quick sketch. And then a mug or coffee cup with, I just did it with a random ballpoint pen, and then I got water and just went over, and it still had a bit of pigment on the brush, so that's why it's like this pink, and also a little bit of the actual pen bled, so yeah, with the water like I wanted it to. Then here is a mother of thousands. I got it recently, this plant. And then here was, this was without reference again, and then this was with reference. Just quick sketches I thought I'd do of a cat, and they're very cute. And then also this rose. I just did it quickly because I wanted to finish a sketchbook. I had enough of it, really. After a while with sketchbooks, I just do. I'm like, I want this to be finished and I want to start another, or I just want to focus on a sketchbook which I'm still using. And then I was trying to see different stars that I could draw. And so yeah, that's what I did. And then a pen test page, and then another one here. I had sticker paper left over because I make my own stickers. And so I just thought, why waste it? So I just did this random doodle of a bear. So yeah, that is the end of this sketchbook. I can't believe I have finished him. Yeah, it's taken a while. Taken me just under 6 months by 6 days. But yeah, I'm really happy with how he went. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!